For the second consecutive season, and the third time in the last 6 years, the Alabama State Hornets have reached the top of the college football world. This season, going into it, we had a lot of question marks, especially on the offensive line. But as the season progressed, we got better, and eventually we became national champions. But now we go on to get ready for season 11. And we're going to be losing a lot of people, especially on defense. But at this point, we're not rebuilding, we're just reloading. So here goes the budget right here to start off the off season. We're going to stick with 37% on recruiting, 36% on training. At this point, we really don't have to worry much about discipline. We pretty much got some good disciplined players as of right now. But we have some shocking news. Well, I can't really say that it's shocking, but it's news nevertheless. But it's good news. We got some players that's looking to take their talents up to the next level. Starting with Aaron Landrum. Aaron Landrum, the junior from Arkansas, is content with his college football career and he's ready to take that next step. So Aaron Landrum has declared for the NFL draft. He decided to forego his senior season. He's a junior and he's definitely one of the best cornerbacks in the country. He showed us some things in his junior campaign as well. Landrum has showed us he can play man coverage just as good as zone coverage, especially right here. Look at that. Look at that coverage right there by Landrum as he picks that pass off. He will chase down the football, no doubt about that, especially if it's high up in the air. Aaron Landrum definitely has the speed coverage to catch up to wide receivers. He definitely knows how to read offenses. Great football IQ he has. Perfect example of that right here. The cover 2 versus Cal gets this interception and takes it all the way back to the crib. Whoever gets Aaron Landrum, you are getting a gem. I have no idea where he's going to be drafted, but it's going to be very interesting to see when we import this draft class on the Madden 06. The next man declared for the draft is also in our secondary. It is Booker T. Reed. Booker T. Reed was second on our team in tackles with 41, right behind Kevin Jackson, blaming on the boogie. Booker T. Reed specialty is no doubt in the box. Booker T. Reed is an amazing open field tackler. He's okay in coverage, but I think his best coverage is man coverage. He has shown some phases of being good at zone coverage, but he definitely can read inside the box. Look at that pick right there versus Alcorn State. Perfect illustration of what you can expect in the league from Booker T. Reed. But that's all we had as far as declaring for the draft. We did have this center though, Curtis Hughes. So Hughes wants to go up I-65 and take his talents up to Birmingham at UAB. Now I thought about talking Hughes into staying at Alabama State, but I was like, nah, let me save these points for when we start recruiting. We're going to let Landrum and we're going to let Booker T. Reed ride out. Landrum is a 92 overall. So Landrum, no matter what we try to do, I expect him to not change his mind. He's going to the league. Same with Booker T. Reed. Booker T. Reed rates as a 94 overall. That should be enough to pop up on Madden, if my memory's correct. If he does it, then it's criminal. Now the rest of the squad on this list, everybody else is a senior. They have played their 4 years of college football and they're on to bigger and better pastures. Some might pop up on Madden, some might not. But nevertheless, none of these people on this list can say that they've experienced a loss in college. And also they can say they won 2 national championships along with 4 SWAC titles. With that being said, let's look down the rest of this list. So Charles Alexander the Great, he might not pop up on Madden. He's an 86 overall. Neither will Brooke Thompson. Sadly, 85 overall, but he will not be forgotten, man. Brooke Thompson, how can we forget that run versus Georgia Tech? 2 years with playing experience. He had just over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, and his longest run was of 90 yards, man. Brooke Thompson definitely has the speed to play in the NFL, but at 85 overall, that's just too low to pop up on Madden. But he can sign on as a free agent. So let's go back up the list. This cat Curtis Hughes coming out of West Virginia, taking his talents to UAB. UAB actually got a nice offensive lineman coming in. 90 pass blocking, 87 run blocking, and a 78 overall. And he's just a redshirt freshman at that. 6 feet, 284. They got something nice going on up there in Birmingham. We saw Aaron Landrum He's been starting for us for the last, 2 to 3 years. 3 interceptions on the season, along with that pick 6, 26 tackles. I'm mad they don't have his freshman numbers up here, though. He did get 1 interception last season. We'll take that back. His freshman season versus the Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. Ryan Anderson locked up the left side, and then you had Aaron Landrum locking up the right side. Very great career he had, man. And on top of that, he's on his way to the NFL at 92 overall. 97 speed, 80 awareness, 95 agility, along with 91 accuracy. And look at that, a 93 jump. That explains why he was able to pick those passes off at his highest point. But we wish him nothing but the best in the NFL if he pops up. 94 overall, we got Booker T. Reed. Booker T. Reed, he was just amazing this season. 41 tackles. He was second on the team in tackles. Had a sack along with 2 picks and 2 forced fumbles, along with 5 pass deflections. Man had a pretty stellar career. Only had 2 seasons as a starter, but he made the most of it. I forgot, he's the 5-star from Illinois as well. So I guess this was expected. Booker T. Reed had an amazing career, though. He had a very good career. And of course, on top of that, first team All-SWAC. Next, we're going to go to Charles Alexander the Great, 86 overall. The best thing that happened to him was Aaron Landrum getting injured, because we finally got to see what he could do. He's a JUCO transfer, 49 tackles in his career, 5 sacks along with 6 INTs. He had 3 last season and 3 this season. And then on top of that, he had 2 pick sixes along with 6 pass deflections. My bad. That was good enough for him to get NCAA first team All-American. 96 speed, 78 awareness, 70 catch, 91 acceleration, 92 agility. The man was an absolute beast, especially in the nickel spot, and we took advantage of that speed as he kept getting sacks. And then on top of that, we got to go back and look at that. First team All-American, first team All-SWAC. Charles Alexander the Great had an amazing career. A perfect representation of a JUCO transfer, making the most of his opportunities. Let's go to Bobby Swagger showing that swag. Senior defensive tackle, 64 overall, 315 pounds. Didn't realize how much he weighed. He had 6 tackles on the season along with 2 sacks. He had 5 sacks in his career, 1 forced fumble. Now Bobby Swagger comes from Hollywood, Florida. He ends his career at 90 overall. Didn't really put up great stellar numbers, but he did make an impact on the defensive line, especially when opponents were running the football. He was dangerous in that middle, in that interior position, and we're gonna miss him. We had Eric Barnes, 91 overall right guard. He's been starting for us for the last 4 years, 6'7", 296. 15 pancakes on the season, only allowed 2 sacks, and only allowed 3 sacks in his career as a starter. Finished his career as a first team All-SWAC player. And on top of that, look at that, 96 pass blocking, 96 run blocking. If he does pop up in Madden, somebody's getting a gym. He's from Smyrna, Georgia, and hopefully he can pop up on Madden. I don't know. Now we go down to Steve Rokobasic, who's also at 91 overall. One of the best players that we've ever played with. Finished his career with over 3,000 yards rushing, 36 touchdowns. The only issue with Steve Rokobasic is he fumbled a bit. And on top of that, look at his career average. 9 yards per carry for his career average, and his best run was of 83 yards. Now, Steve Rokobasic never won a Doak Walker, but he carried on that running back tradition that we know so well here at Alabama State. Finished his career as a first team All-SWAC player, and I didn't show this, but he was also named second team All-American in his senior season. 18 touchdowns in both his junior and senior years, along with he had 1,600 yards last season, had almost 1,500 yards this season. 93 speed, 94 agility, 94 acceleration. His carry was at 80, and on top of that, 88 break tackle rating. His break tackle rating was higher than I thought, considering he's labeled as a speed back. Yeah, I had fun with the Mississippi Dash, man. It was very fun playing with him. So look at that, second team All-American, first team All-SWAC in 2013, which was season 9, and in season 10, of course, 2014, first team all SWAC for his stellar performance. Once again, he fumbles too much, but if he pops up on Madden, he will be a late round pick, and somebody will get a good running back for cheap. The only thing with Steve Rukabashik is he got to get up in that weight room. Ryan Bates, 94 overall, redshirt senior. The biggest play of his career was no doubt in the national championship game versus Ohio State, where he got that scoop and score to increase our lead and put us in the driver's seat to pretty much win the national championship. 11 sacks in his career, 50 tackles in his career, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 1 scoop and score, and 2 deflected passes. Finishes his career at 94 overall. The Ripley, Mississippi native has a 90 tackle. Let's see if he pops up on Madden though. Sheldon Money Green adds on to a stellar list of wide receivers here at Alabama State. Finishes his career at 94 overall. His issue is he drops passes, but he made the most of his senior season. Had over 1,500 yards receiving. Named the Biletnikoff Award winner for the best wide receiver. Now, Sheldon Money Green had 20 touchdown receptions in his senior season. He had 48 in his career. He wasn't far from breaking Ryan Thompson's NCAA record. That's crazy. But nevertheless, another great wide receiver that's going to pop up on Madden. Balanced tendency. Whoever gets this guy, you got a cat that can pretty much do everything. He's a senior and he comes out of Concord, California. Still can't believe we got him. We're going to do whatever we can to hold on to that California pipeline. Now, Sheldon Money Green just wasn't effective in the air. He was effective on the ground and on special teams. And of course, he scored a touchdown on defense when we had that special teams touchdown versus Jackson State on that scoop and score. Then on top of that, he rushed the ball. He has 2 touchdowns on the ground in his career, mainly using him inside the 10-yard line of the opponent when we were threatening to score. Sheldon Money Green was not only effective on the ground, he was effective on special teams, especially on punt return. 4 punt return touchdowns in his career. I believe he has 2 kick return touchdowns in his career. Stellar career overall for Sheldon Money Green, especially his senior season. 95 overall, 93 speed, 97 awareness, 95 agility, 90 acceleration, and then a 92 catch. And look what he did in his 4 seasons at Alabama State. Freshman year, second team all SWAC. Sophomore year, second team all SWAC. And then the rest of the way, first team all SWAC, first team all American, and of course, the nation's best wide receiver, winning that Biletnikoff Award. And now he can say that he's a national champion once again. DJ Walker, 97 overall. Biggest play of his career is, of course, the forced fumble versus Ohio State in that national championship game that led to Ryan Bates scooping up that ball and going in for a touchdown. 56 career tackles, 9 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 pass deflections in his collegiate career. He wreaked havoc on that defensive line, along with Bobby Swagger showing that swag. And at 97 overall, out of Petal, Mississippi, I got a lot of Mississippi recruits. That should be well more than enough to pop up on Madden. 97 strength, 99 tackle. And then on top of that, he has, there is no pursuit rating on this game, but he does have 92 awareness. So with that being said, man, DJ Walker, you should be very valuable to the NFL team that drafts you. And of course, in his senior season, his only honor of his collegiate career, he got named first team all SWAC. And of course, the highest rated player on our team is Kevin Jackson. Blame it on the bookie. He had, 32 tackles going into his senior season. He finishes with 83 tackles, 24 sacks, 7 INTs, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 10 pass deflections. No doubt this man was the best defensive player in the nation. And of course, that's why he won the Chuck Bednarik Award. He's the second player in the history of our program to win this award. And then on top of that, he's a 99 overall. He should no doubt be one of the best players on this draft class when we transfer it. Trinity, North Carolina native, 99 overall, 85 speed, 86 strength, 95 awareness, 84 agility, 84 acceleration, 91 tackle, 89 stamina. The dude was an absolute monster in his senior season, and I knew what I had in him when we first got him as a freshman, when he got his first interception in his collegiate career versus the LSU Tigers. What a season it was for Kevin Jackson, blaming on the bookie. That's going to wrap up this video. Join us next time, and we're going to start recruiting. Peace.